Hello traders, welcome to the Friday forecast, final day of the week. So we're doing two per week as discussed previously, Wednesdays and Fridays. This week has been pretty slow, no real action. I had some pending orders on, but no real potential, nothing interesting on the market. For example, on EU, I did have an order on right here. What I was seeing this smaller ascending channel inside of a larger ascending channel. So right here I saw this ascending, and on the larger picture I was also seeing a bigger ascending, so price kind of struggling to go up. And I did wait for a 2-candle break, which we then got. So we got the first break, which was definitely not enough. Second break, clean close. I did like the size of it, and I had a pending short order at the most recent low level, 12 pip stop as always. But the next candle just formed a huge wick, which made me of course remove my order. It no longer fit my plan. With the clean close I was happy to take it, but with the huge wick I expect either a range or a reversal, definitely not having an order on by that point. So prior to that, overall price action was kind of moving from a descending channel into an ascending channel and just ranging around. As I said, this week has been pretty slow, unfortunately, but most of the weeks will be slow. That is just how the market works. Market is trending only about 30% of the time. 70% of the time we are ranging. So then we have the euro and the Japanese yen. Let me just move the lines a bit. For this one, also had no order on anywhere in the price action. Definitely was seeing a larger range. You can just see how this price looks. So we're definitely stuck in this sideways range. Right here, I did not have an order on. I believe I discussed this trade on the last recap. Right here, not enough of a break for me and left a bit of a wick. So yeah, I was not involved with this setup. And then we just created a V reversal and started ranging around, which is exactly what we expect. Nothing really potential, no ascending or descending, just really crappy price action, and I'm expecting this to start trending to a downside. So let's see what will happen. Again, you can just see by looking at the overall price, it's definitely stuck in this box, and we are getting a bit of momentum now, but it's not really looking that impulsive. We can see a leg down, momentum shift up, another leg down. I don't have an order on at the inside bar. To be honest, I'm waiting for potentially a break and retest like this. But again, it's Friday, I'm only trading until 5 p.m. London time, and I'm only taking really high probability setups, let's say after noon on a Friday, which noon has passed, so definitely being a lot more careful now. I don't think I will get into any sort of a setup. On Monday, if we get a large push down, I will look for a flag, or if we get a large push down and a break and retest, I will of course take the break and the retest. We can also reverse up, get a push up, and then start potentially trending to the upside. In that case, I need to see a large push. I need to see price move clearly away from this box, give me a nice large impulse to the upside. That's about it for this pair. The next one is of course the Aussie and the US dollar. For this one, I had no order on at any point. Actually, I did have an order on right here. I really like this price action for a nice reversal. So I was seeing a descending structure right here, and then I was seeing a momentum shift and a push up with a nice close. Good enough break. Price was just breaking, leaving wicks, retracing, just leaving wicks to the downside, barely breaking by a few pips, as you can see. Definitely a high probability setup for this to reverse up, and that's exactly what happened, but I did not get tagged in. So I had a order on 12 pips right here, and the next candle went without me, and price started an uptrend, and as you can see what happened, price actually started moving to the upside correctively, but still that is exactly what we expect after getting a nice clean high probability descending. That is what we can definitely expect. Expected definitely for the price to start moving up. That is what happened, and I did not get an opportunity to enter anywhere here. Nothing had a clean close. Right here definitely was not looking for a setup because we had this bit of a liquidity area, because we were ranging around with a few candles. Right here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 or 10 candles range. That definitely forms the liquidity area above and below, and I need to see a 2 candle break out of it, so just this 1 candle break definitely does not fit my plan. That's about it for AU. What I'm looking for, well, on Monday looks like we're forming a V reversal. I'm looking for a range, push up, and then a nice uptrend, or I'm looking for a large impulse to a downside and then a potential flag or a break and retest. The highest probability direction currently is for this V to go up, so we get the V, we get a range, price goes up. That's about it for AU. AJ, definitely some really crappy price action. Nothing was on my radar. I had no order on anywhere here, so definitely nothing was happening. And you can see the price just overall being range bound. Then we sort of correctively ascended, broke the high, broke the low, retraced, broke the high again, broke the low, broke the low, broke the low, and broke the high. Right here we broke the high. Definitely some bad, crappy price action. So on Monday, I'm looking for the price to get away from this range bound structure, to get away from this overall range bound box, and for a nice large impulse up, or for a nice large impulse to the downside like this. That's about it for AJ. So we have the pound. On the pound, what I'm looking for, just a reminder, is of course I'm looking for a large impulse to the upside and then a flag or a break and retest, so something like this. Or I'm looking for the same thing to the downside, so something like this for a potential break and retest. I know that break and retest trades work the best on the pound. And as you can see, we were just getting this range bound price action, so a descending into an ascending, nothing really to see. Maybe some people were looking at this trade right here. For me personally, this one did not fit my plan. I was not seeing enough momentum here, and we had a clear momentum shift prior to this push. Usually when we get a clear momentum shift prior to an impulse, it doesn't work out, the trade fails. What this had going for it, well, it had a descending channel prior, so definitely had a nice descending going for it. But again, I saw no entry opportunity, nothing fit my plan, but price reversed as expected after a descending structure. Unfortunately, now we just went from a descending into sort of this corrective ascending. Definitely not seeing anything, any potential for a trade on the pound. Even for Monday, I will be a lot more patient, again waiting for a large impulse down or a large impulse up, and then some nice break and retests or some nice flags. NJ, New Zealand Japanese yen, stuck in a range bound box, so I didn't have an order on anywhere here. You can just see how this is correctively sort of ascending, just maybe even range bound in a flat range. Nothing to see here. Overall price pretty bad. Loads of wicks everywhere. Just look at the number of these wicks. Wiki price action. Usually that's a very, very bad sign. That's a sign price will be range bound. What we're looking for, of course, we're looking for the price to move away from this box. We did get sort of a V reversal here, right here, and then a range. So we'll see, maybe this will push up, give us a nice flag or a break and retest, or this will give us a nice impulse down and then a flag or a break and retest. Definitely not looking for any trade today. This is just clearly range bound, so I'm looking for a large impulse up or a large impulse down. We really don't know what to expect. The probabilities are now 50-50. Yeah, we had this V and we had a range, but it's just not defined enough. It's definitely not looking that high probability. And that's about it for the trade recap and the forecast. As I said, market is a bit slow. It is to be expected. Usually November and December a bit slower, a bit less movement, a bit more range bound price action. So be more patient, maybe wait for January. Again, do stay alert, but we aren't expecting some large moves. Usually large moves happen in Q1. January, February, March, April, definitely some good months, so definitely be prepared. Now is the time to backtest. Now is the time to research the markets, build your strategy. The markets are just looking a bit slow and range bound, probably preparing for the end of the year. I'm doing a live stream on Monday with Sam, of course. It will be at 12 p.m. London time. Make sure you tune in for the live stream. We'll be also doing a Q&A in it. Definitely tune in, ask us questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video.